Hey everyone, I'm Army Gaming, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Monster Legends. We have the 72-hour challenge. I was wondering when this was going to pop up. Let me start off by just giving a tip or advice to players. So whenever a 72-hour challenge ends, I'm going to go ahead and say just save your PvP attacks. As you can see, I have 17 attacks. 2 of them are for the daily goals, not even the new daily goals, but the old daily goals. And so I waited till I had all 15 PvP attacks, then I collected my 2 daily goals PvP attacks. And now I am ready for the 72-hour challenge. So as of right now, it seems like we're having consecutive 72-hour challenges. So when everyone ends, save your attacks. You should not be using your PvP attacks when there is no 72-hour challenge. Again, I don't know how long it's going to be until SocialPoint stops doing this, but while they keep doing this, let's go ahead and maximize the potential rewards we can get. The legendary monsters, the gems, everything. And another pro tip, and this is mostly applies when a season ends. So a season just ended. Whenever a season ends, you are not going to have a ranking. So what I recommend you do is do an attack battle. Oh, I was supposed to lose. Oh, I'm on the wrong account. Doesn't matter. What you want to do is you want to do an attack battle. You want to win or lose, doesn't really matter. I like to lose just so you can start getting some defenses attacked, and that way you can have easy revenge battles. So for me, it's easy. I can beat this base right here. For those of you that are new to the channel, what the 72-hour challenge is you basically have, guess, 72 hours to win PvP attacks. Every time you win a PvP attack, you get to spin the roulette wheel. So it is important that you do not exit out. You get to spin the roulette wheel. Spin faster, make sure you spin with the right speed. You get to spin the roulette wheel and you get these things called challenge coins. Now, depending what league you're in, you'll get different challenge coins. If you can make it to Legendary 4 League, and realistically I think everyone should make it to Legendary 4 League, you'll get 500 challenge coins. So I got my 500 challenge coins. I can do another battle. Here, let's battle the base in the middle. And I will click fight. I think I can probably auto this, honestly. Let me click auto, exterminator, and then monster ingestion. Alright, victory. Again, do not exit out because you are going to spin the roulette wheel. And again, when you spin the roulette wheel, you get 500 challenge coins. If you're in Legendary 4 League, if you're in Legendary 3 League, you get 510. I believe if you're in Champion 3 League, you get... The leagues are right here, by the way, for anyone that's wondering, like, Armor, what are you talking about? Oh, Champion 1, you get 420. So the league you're in, the higher the league, the more challenge coins you get. So what I recommend is to be as high a league as possible so you can get... all these challenge coins. And honestly, the best league to be in, I would say, is Legendary 4 League. Because as you can see, the opponents aren't too difficult, especially if you have mythic monsters. Like, you can pretty much take on your average level 100 legendary monster. Now, you might be wondering, Armor, what if my opponents are too tough? What do I do? How do I beat these tough opponents? Well, for that, let me transition to my brand new account. So this is a 6-week-old account, and I also have 17 attacks here. So when I battle, look at that, level 1, let me show you my team. Level 60 mythic monsters, level 130, 130, 130, yikes. Let me refresh. Oh, this one I'm in Champion 1 League, so you're going to see the difference. Level 100, 62, 100, oh, still a little too tough. Let me refresh again. And 100, 100, 100. Okay, I don't think I can beat anyone, but check this out. And look, when I started off, I did lose my attack. See, I lost 1 trophy just so I can start getting attacked on defense. When I show you my defense, I was attacked 3 times, and I have a Treezard on defense. Why do I have a Treezard? Look at the opponents that beat me. Level 30 monsters. So, what do you think the enemy's going to have when I do a revenge battle? They're most likely going to have really weak monsters. So, easy attack, easy victory. Even though the league I'm in, Legendary 4, for this brand new 6-week-old account, 7-week-old account, I can get easy revenge battle. And like I said, because I'm in Champion 1 League, I get less challenge coins. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to go to Legendary 4 League, and to be honest, that shouldn't be too hard to watch. I'll show you another battle against Monster Master, and I'll click fight, and Extreme Quicksand Challenge, and then Hurting Hand, bye knocked him, got my quick little victory, spin the roulette wheel. I think it's still going to be 420 because I don't think I'm going to be in the next league. Yeah, 420. So my goal, my advice would be go to Legendary 4 League. You should be able to do it. Assuming you're like 4 weeks, I don't know how fast I got into this. If you watch the new account series, you can see how fast I got into Legendary 4 League. It shouldn't be too hard. So my other piece of advice is to never, ever, ever have your shield active. So as you can see, when I first attacked, there was a pop-up warning that said, are you sure you want to attack? You have a shield active. Yes, you want to break your shield. You want to break your shield on purpose so that people in the defense team, or so that people can actually attack you. Because what happens is, when you have a defense shield on, you can be attacked for 3 hours, and you don't want that because you want to be getting easy revenge battles, okay? And also, I don't think you should ever have 15 attacks, right? You should always have 14 or less. Honestly, if there's no team race or anything going on, you might as well just use all of your PvP attacks. There's no reason to save them or anything. Just go ahead and use them all. Go to 0. You can go to sleep, come back, and you know, you have like 8 attacks or something. So feel free to use them all. Let's exit out again. Let's go back to the 72-hour challenge. So that is the only way to get challenge coins. And as far as using challenge coins, I mean, it's pretty simple. You click on the monster you want, and then you pretty much start clicking around on different cards. Look, I got 60k gold. That's literally how it works. The more card you flip, the more expensive it gets. In terms of getting monsters, you can literally get a monster on the very first card flip if you're extremely lucky. You can get it on the second card flip, or most people, if you're extremely unlucky like myself, you'll get the monster in the very last card flip. Now, realistically, I think you should be able to get all 3 monsters and pretty much almost every card. But yeah, it is possible, okay? Especially if you started off the game smart and you have your 17 or 15 PvP attacks, you should be pretty good and you should be able to get most. I'm pretty confident saying you should be able to get all the monsters if you're smart about it. Because I haven't had a problem. Like, I can show you my storage. I've gotten pretty much every single monster, even on this new account, just being smart with the way I do my PvP attacks and being smart with my revenge battles. So if I can do it, you can definitely do it as well. But let's assume you can't get every monster, right? Should you even get every monster? Well, there's this thing called the El Colosso event where basically it's a specific element. The next one is dark, and you're gonna have a chance to breed pretty much any dark legendary monster with the exception of a few. Well, for that reason, it's recommended that you pick up the whatever monsters are upcoming for the El Colosso event. Thing is, we already had the Earth El Colosso event, we already had the Nature El Colosso event. So you really don't need any of these for any upcoming El Colosso events, unless SocialPoint decides to go ahead and do another Nature El Colosso, another Earth El Colosso, which is definitely possible. However, I'm pretty sure they're going to go through every single element before they redo the elements. So I would say it's definitely worth picking them up, just to have them in case you need them for some sort of breeding event. It's nice to have them. Another thing you can consider if you only can get one monster is gold production. This monster can do 155 gold per minute, while this monster can do 244. So it's probably better to get Lui, right? He produces more gold, not to mention he also comes ranked up. So that's another reason why getting Lui could be better. Now, one important thing to consider is the cost. And I would actually recommend you maybe shouldn't spend your 70-hour challenge coins until the very last day, until you know for sure whether or not you can get a specific monster. Because I would hate for you to use your coins for Lui and then find out, oh my gosh, even if you spend all of your coins, you're not going to be able to get them. So here is a chart of the cost for the monsters. As you can see, to get the epic monster, in this case Master Fong, he cost a total of 8,085 coins, assuming you get him at the very last card flip. To get the middle monster, Oikawa, he's 14,740, and to get Lui, he's 23,715. So he is double the price of Oikawa. So the safest bet, I would say, is to go for Oikawa, 14,000 coins. That's definitely possible, even if you're like in Champion 1 League or Champion 3 League. I think 14,000 is obtainable. That Lui is definitely a lot more expensive. So again, if I were you, I would probably wait till the last day to use your coins. That way you know for sure. For example, if you only had 13,000 coins, I wouldn't even bother going for Lui, because there's a good chance you won't get him. Again, it's possible you could, but I would just go for Oikawa and then kind of just grind out those last coins to get him. Because one thing I didn't really mention is when you do PvP attack and you win, let me go ahead and transition over to my other account again. When you do a PvP attack and you win, here, let me do an easy revenge battle because I don't want to do any of those tough battles. See, my shield is active. I'm going to break my shield so I can be attacked again. So when you do an easy revenge battle and win, Exterminator, Bloody Consumption, you have a chance to respin the wheel. So if you pay 1 gem, or actually wait, that's not even relevant. I was thinking about maze coins. Never mind. Do not. Okay, so I landed on maze coins. If I needed the challenge coins, you could pay 1 gem to respin. Okay, obviously, I'm not going to do it in this case. But, I mean, realistically, you shouldn't do it because most of the times you will land on challenge coins. So just kind of ignore that. Here, let's do some movement on here. We'll go on the Lui camp. Maybe I can get super lucky and actually get him. You'll notice that for Lui, the cards are a lot more expensive. Like, it starts already at like 200 to flip the first card, and then it goes to 240, whereas the last time it was 100 and then 140. So definitely a lot more expensive, but that is because he is a ranked monster. If you've seen any of my other 70-hour challenge videos, I always say go for the gems. Gems are more valuable, to be completely honest, than these legendary monsters. Like, it's unfortunate to say that these legendary monsters aren't really any good. Honestly, even when they were released, I don't ever remember Oikawa or Lui being good. But yeah, in terms of like actually competitive gameplay, you're better off just going for mythic monsters. You don't really need these legendary monsters. But with that being said, because some players might still want to use them, I am still going to do a monster analysis, a mini monster analysis on these monsters. Let me just flip this card. I think that's the last card I can flip. And just for comparison, look at this, 70 coins for my first card flip. So anyhow, just for comparison's sakes, or just for analytical sense, let's go ahead and analyze these monsters on Monster Wiki, and we'll start with the middle monster, Oikawa. Power 3465. Look at that life stat, 41,000. He's trying to compete with the mythic monsters. He's trying to hang in there. Unfortunately, not doing a very good job. His speed is 3,157, kind of slow, actually very slow. Typically when monsters are very tanky, they tend to be slow. His trait is hardened. He can hold the armor relic and the mask relic. He is a tank. Let's take a look at some of his skills, because I honestly forgot. So, deals heavy nature damage to all enemies. He has a 45 damage nature-based AoE. Applies taunt to itself. Okay. Applies immune to stun to itself, immune to possession to itself, immune to freeze. Very nice. This is essentially not a full immunity to control, but 3 of the main controls. And you get taunt, so you absorb all single target attacks towards you. We have this skill, which is a 65 damage and it stuns. So he can absorb attacks and can't get controlled. He can single stun. He can dish out a good amount of damage. Let's see what else he can do. He has a 50% chance to stun. So the likelihood of this actually landing against monsters with hard and tough, not likely unless you can increase his accuracy, but it's nice that he has an AoE version. He has another single stun skill, so you can run 2 single stun skills. This one's on a 1-turn cooldown, this one's on a 2-turn cooldown. You have a removes all negative effects from itself, double damage and taunt and heal. So you have 2 skills that will give you taunts for 1 turn. This one is a setup skill that gives you a 40% heal and double damage. You know what, I like his skill set, it's kind of nice. This is a 45 damage spammable skill that removes negative effects, so because he's a tanky monster, you don't need to worry about him really being hit with dots because he can just cleanse from himself. Another skill that heals and removes negative effects, he has a lot of negative effect cleansing, and a spammable 50% chance to stun. What does his ultimate do? His ultimate deals massive special damage to enemies, applies possession. He has a deny ultimate. So his skill set isn't that bad for a legendary. The problem here is his speed, right? In order for him to actually get a turn in, it's going to be a while for him to get a turn in, especially in the mythic era. But in the legendary era, even then, he still wasn't necessarily the best monster. But yeah, looking through his skill, it's cool that he can remove his negative effects. He has like 3 skills that remove negative effects. And then he can double apply taunt, lots of healing. So I gotta say, I do kind of like the skill set. But now let's compare him to Lui. Alright, let's see. This monster is 3421 power, life stat 31366. See? Oikawa with that 40k life stat trying to keep up with mythics. Speed 3377. He is immune to freeze, an earth monster that cannot be frozen. He also can hold a shield and armor relic. Wait, I think Oikawa was armor and mask. So yeah, armor and shield, so indicative of a tank. But I mean, look at this monster. His shirt is about to rip off. He looks like he can be more of an attacker than a tank. So let's go down and see what his skill set is. I got this. Deals massive earth damage. Already we started things off with a strong, powerful earth-based attack. Grand Shield Auto gains a 50% shield, skill mirror, and taunts. This is actually really nice. Anytime a monster can do a skill mirror taunt, I love it. We've seen it with Armor Claw. Absorb attacks, reflect attacks. I love it. And this monster, the cool thing is he gives himself a shield. So because he's drawing attacks towards him, it's very nice that he gives himself a 50% shield so he doesn't take damage. Let's see, Squawker Squad, another stun skill, or his first stun skill, but it's nice that both him and Oikawa can immobilize by stunning. Let's see, High Pitched Voice deals heavy earth damage on a spammable, no cooldown, so that's nice. Greeting from Los Santos deals moderate special damage, 50% chance of daze and stunning, so nice. You know what, these monsters are so similar, they both have a 50% chance to stun, although Louie's a little nicer because he has a chance to daze. Get Off Me Punk gains a 50% shield and skill mirror, so the bad thing about this is no taunt. However, it is a 50% shield and you do get that skill mirror, so if an enemy throws an AoE at you, you could reflect. Long Screech, not spammable, 45 1-turn cooldown. Squeaky is Daze. Undercover Kid is another shield and taunt skill. So this monster also has 2 taunt skills. Oikawa is better at removing negative effects. I don't think we saw any negative effect removal. But yeah, this monster is tanky, but he can also be more of an attacker with that 75 damage attack, that spammable 60 damage attack. He does have a stun skill if he needs to immobilize, and he does have a very nice taunt skill mirror shield skill. So I like both of their skill sets, to be honest. Again, my recommendation would be go for Lui. I think he's better just overall, better gold production. Skill set, I think you can argue, but I'd rather go for Lui. His stats are also a little better in the sense that his speed is better than Oikawa, so higher likelihood to get a turn in. But yeah, guys, I think with that being said, that has been a mini analysis on the 2 legendaries, so you can decide with who you can go for, but I think ideally you should be able to get both. So best of luck to all of you. If you have any questions at all over the 72-hour challenge, I think it's pretty straightforward, but if you have any questions at all, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much, and remember to subscribe.